So this part of the deal analyzer is basically telling us what's the end goal here. How much money are we going to make on this deal? What's the return per month? And if we've left any money, what kind of return am I getting on my money? So the top bit is yearly rental income generation, post works and rental increases was 193,000 because we improved all of the properties. Per month, it went up from something like 12,000 to 16,000 pounds a month. Interest rate was kind of there before Liz Truss, so we were paying 89,000 for the year, or 7.5 grand for the month, and I'm still on it. I think I've got another year or so to go before that completely falls apart. But at 4%, that's going to go up to about 6% if it goes today. But hopefully in 2 years' time, it will go to about 5%. But the rental has gone up from 12,000 per month to 16. So we've already increased the rent per month by 4,000. Yearly management cost here is basically, there is no calculator. It's a gut feel thing that you work out, well, okay, I've spent all this money on this block of flats, I've renovated everything, I've done a lot of work, and the roof is a brand new roof. So really, the higher the number of properties, I tend to lower the price per unit to manage. If it's only got 4, I will probably put £1,000 per unit. If it's got 20, I'll probably put £500 per unit or something like that, because then you've got enough to cover the cost. So then the total cost is £113,000 per annum, £9.5 per month. The total profit per month, profit per year is 80 grand or 6.5 grand per month. In the spreadsheet, I also look at a longer term return on that money, 3 years. So and that's already happened. In 3 years' time, I thought, okay, if I buy this now, in 3 years' time, I would have made 240 grand of rent profit before tax, because that's the 80 grand times 3, the 79,300 times 3. The money left in that deal was £257,000, and I worked out, actually, you know what, it's a lot of money, it's £250,000, but my educated gamble was, I've got 23 flats, I'm making 80 grand a year of gross rent, and within 3 years I've paid myself off. And the last part of that calculation is, what's my return on investment? 33% return, 31% return. At that point, and that was what, 3-4 years ago, could I have found somewhere to put £250,000 to make 30% return? I still can't find one now. So that was my reason for doing it. And I was able to then now take out all the money over 3 years. Same thing happens when you come to the last part of the spreadsheet, the deal analyzer. The section of buy and sell strategy is basically the cost versus the GDV, and that's why you get the same return that you found in new value created, 490,000. If you were to sell every one of them, you would have made 500 grand worth of profit. So that's what the deal analyzer takes you through. Can you see how thorough it is from right at the start to what happens on entry? What do you do what happens when you've done the works? What's the profit once you've increased the rent? And what's the return on investment or passive income once you've kind of done all of that? And if you have left money, what's your return on investment? If you haven't left money, it's infinite return.
That's great. Love it.
Yeah? Good. Okay. So what we'll do now, I mean, before we kind of finish off, obviously after this call, I'm going to send you the notes that we've gone through, or the workbook that we've gone through, plus this on a spreadsheet. Your job for the next week, until we speak the next week, is to go through this deal analyzer. And okay, I'm giving you 10. We've all got busy lives. You might have lots of stuff to do. So, but I'd at least say, come and show me that you've done at least 5.
No, I'll do 10.
Fine, perfect. Because look, ultimately, it's about effort. Effort in, reward out. Right. Because after you've done 10, the conversation next week is a very different conversation. Because then you're like, I know how the logic works. So when you start, and that also helps. So don't look for more deals now. Look at the deal that you've already got. Work on them. The reason why I say that is because once you start looking for more deals after you've done 10 deal analyzer, you're quickly like, boom, boom, boom. All right, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Right, I want to can this. Your assessment process is a lot faster, a lot quicker. Yeah. So Any questions before? And I'm sorry we're going a little bit over, but that's so. This is a big chunk of stuff that we've covered. Sourcing is a big chunk in week 1. Deal Analyser is as big of a chunk on week 2.
No, it's been perfect. Yeah, thanks for going over. It's good. I can't think I won't do next week. So I'm at Glastonbury next week.
Woo! Oh, that means it's going to rain then, is it?